Welcome back to Hanger 51. We are live. And the new computer's working. So we tested it earlier and everything looked good. So I'm hoping it's still good. But nobody's here yet. What happened? Where's everybody? Are we not live? Did it not work? Are we stuck in limbo land? What happened? It says I got an excellent connection and we're live. I think. Hang on. Yeah. It says excellent. It says live. All right. Where are you guys? My God. Here we go again. You guys, you all, we're coming back. You all knew we were doing this. What happened to you? Where'd you guys go? Ah, wow. 2 minutes into the show and we still don't have anybody here. That's interesting. That rarely happens. So, no, still nobody here. Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? Can you hear me okay? Everything all right? Philip, what's up? How you doing, man? All right, so I think we got the computer problems solved. Are we do we sound good? We look good? It's not a Godzilla movie. the uh, the lips match the sound. It looks like it. My meter seems to think it is, so I'm thinking it's good. Okay. I don't think. Can you guys hear me? Good. Okay. Cool. Thank you. All right. So how you guys doing tonight? I look like Burt Reynolds. God, I wish I looked like Burt Reynolds. Uh-oh. Did I freeze up? It looks like I froze up. Oh, that's probably me. I probably did that to myself. Yeah, I did that to myself. How in the hell do I look like Burt Reynolds? Unless I look dead. Is that what you were implying? JCB, what's up? How you doing, man? Oh my god, that's funny. So I've spent the last 3 or 4 days. I wiped this complete computer clean, the brand new one, and start over because it wasn't working right. Nope, nope, same camera. Better settings maybe with this new computer. Got a much better video board in this new computer, so that could be part of it. Yeah, this is a gaming computer I bought, so I got tired of farting around with the cheap ones, and so I spent some serious money that I don't really have. But anyway, just to make sure I had something that would do a good show from now on. So anyway, yeah. So I hope it's working good. Looks like we got 5 people in here, so there must be 2 lurkers because I only see Jono. Oh, who's there's a Joan Wards. Welcome. I don't think you've been here before. Yeah, it could be the graphics card for sure. Yeah, this has got a top shelf graphics card with like 16 gig on the board. Um, Interesting. Yeah, like an old Japanese movie. Yeah, thank you, JCB. Yeah, actually, this is funny too because the microphone we're using now, because I did a test earlier today for about an hour, and Michael writes and Ray Gooniac33, Wild Bill, uh, Michael writes. So who else? Anyway, a bunch of guys were in here, and were helping me move settings around. So the microphone we're using right now is the one on the laptop, which is Rafter Cam. So so it's way up there, and yet it sounds good, better than my camera, which is right there. And so yeah, it's kind of odd that it sounds as good as it does because, like I said, the microphone's way up there. And but anyway, I don't care. Whatever works. We tested both audios and both cameras, and I readjusted Rafter Cam here a little bit, and yeah, so we look good. Everything looks pretty good. No lag. Yeah, it shouldn't be. Like I said, this is Craig Beaven. What's up? How you doing, man? Yeah, this is I wiped the brand new computer. It's a brand new gaming computer. I've had it about a month. I was having trouble with settings and stuff, and every time I changed something, it just seemed to be making it worse. So I wiped the computer completely, scrubbed it, and started over. And and then for the last 2 days, I've been tweaking it and loading software. And oh my god, everybody! I wish people would just leave their shit alone. Oh my god. So OBS, the new version of OBS, which is 32.12, I think, or 1.1, 32.1.4 or something. I don't know. There's no place to enter your stream key, so I couldn't get it to talk to YouTube. Can't enter your stream key. There's no place to enter it. I went up. It's supposed to do it itself. It says, but it doesn't. And And then I went to a chat room, and they say you don't start your stream from the software. You start it from YouTube. No, you don't. You can't start it from YouTube. So that he doesn't know what he's talking about. Um, so I had to re-download. I have it saved on a card here somewhere, but I couldn't find it. So, but I'm running version 23.1.2, which is old. 23. The new version's 32. So there's that many versions. But this is the old version I used to run when I did the green screen. So this has the settings to do a green screen again, although I don't think I'm going to need those again. But yeah, this is an old iteration of OBS, and I like the layout. This is the layout I like. I like the way this looks. I hated the way the new one looked. And there was no reason to not keep this one other than it wouldn't let me screen capture a live file because Windows wouldn't allow it. Windows wanted something newer, so it wouldn't allow me to do a screen capture to show. If I wanted to show you something on the internet, like earlier, I was going to show the guy something from Harbor Freight, and I don't know, it might work. You know what? Let's test it. We're here. What the hell? All right. So I think if I've got this right, I'm going to go. Well, we'll just do it here and see what happens. So I'm going to add a window capture. Okay. All right. And then we're going to try to show you something, just for shits and giggles. See if it works. Okay, so let's get to. Okay, we're at toolboxes. Let's see here. Let me, we could just do this, I guess. Oh, I had a quick launch for that earlier. All right, we'll just go here. Tool storage. Okay. Okay, so let's see if I can show you this now. Let me go here. Okay, and then we're going to browse the windows. No, that's not the one I want. No, that's not the one I want. Okay, well, that's interesting. It'll show me that. Why won't it show me? No. That's interesting. All right. Well, I'll demonstrate one thing. It's showing me this. So I'll show you this just to show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So this is my control panel. Um, Programs that are on this computer. And it'll let me show you this. So I'm gonna transfer this. Okay, so this is the ability what I was talking about. So I can open a window and show you guys something that I want to show you. And so this is just my screen that shows my programs that are loaded on this new computer. So but what I was trying to show you is I've got a Harbor Freight window open, and it won't let me show you that. It's in another window, but it's not coming up in the search for some reason. So I don't know why it's doing that or why it won't do that. Um, but we'll try something here in a minute. Mike Bird, what's up? How you doing, man? You're late, dude. You're late. You scared me. I think I was on here for 4 minutes and nobody was here. And I thought, oh my God, it's not working again. We just tested this earlier today and it's not working. I was going to have a coronary. Shadow was here earlier. He didn't show up. You didn't show up. And I'm like, oh my God. Juno was the first one in the room tonight. He killed all you guys. So, I confused you in the test. Oh yeah, that wasn't okay. You were signed in under a different thing, and I read it wrong. Okay. What was the name? What was the name you were under in the test? It was all lowercase. Michael. Well, it was not Michael Reitza. What was it? What was I know I was talking to Reitza. I think I was talking to Reitza. Did I miss it? Is that who I confused you with? Pretty sure I was talking to Reitza. Yeah, it's true. You're a day ahead of us. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got a head start. I got you. No, you didn't miss me. I did a show earlier to make sure we were going to have a good show tonight. I wanted to make sure that the camera was right and the audio was right, and so I did a test and we hammered out. So I'm using this camera, which is the auxiliary Logitech copy camera, which I think has a really good picture. But we're using the microphone out of the laptop, which is way up there on top of the printer. That's a rafter cam. And I can't believe the audio is that good with the mic, not only that far away, but that high up. I mean, it's way the hell up there. But yet, that microphone's working good. You guys like that one the best, sound wise, and it sunk better than this one. So I'm good with that. That works for me. I'm just curious that it worked at all. I was kind of like, why is it working? you know, I would have thought that would have been the best choice, but apparently it is. All right, so let me see if there's We got a video capture, which I know what that is. We got a window capture, text, scene, media source, image, game display capture. All right, let me try the display capture. Let's see what that is. So what can we get on display capture? Nothing. Okay, so that's not what I wanted. All right, let's try another one. How about the media source? Uh, no, I don't think that's what I want. No, no, that's not it either. Yeah, so it's not the. It's supposed to be the window capture, but it's not letting me bring up an extra window for some reason. It doesn't show up in the search. I don't think scene is going to allow it. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. This was the only reason I had updated my old software anyway. Jack Flower, Alabama, what's up? How you doing, man? Um, yeah, it was Michael Wrights is who I was talking to um, earlier. Yeah. 'Oh, so it's windy up there, Jeff. How's your temperature and rain situation up there? 70s to low 80s. That's good. Good. And no rain today. The rain went through. We're done with that for a while. Hopefully. What's a Vicar, Michael? A Vicar came. What the hell's a Vicar? Is that police? No rain in the 10-day forecast. Great. Great news. I don't like green. I don't give a shit if my grass is green. Although it has helped the flying field. I shouldn't say that. Actually, I don't care if my grass is green, but we definitely need rain out the flying field, and we got a lot. So the runways have definitely greened up. They're looking a lot better. Oh, okay. Well, why would that have made a difference? You were afraid he was going to shut the thing down, or what? Oh, and a woman Vicar. No kidding. Um, how many people showed up? Well, Bill, you're back. What's up? How you doing, man? AVG just put a thing on my screen, giving me a gift. No, thank you. 19 adults and 7 kids. And how many vehicles were drifting? JCB, yep, happy birthday, man. Although I think I sent you one on Facebook, didn't I? Thought I did. Okay. So 14 of the cars were drifting, and 3 of them were yours, huh? How does that work? How'd you get them there? You brought a couple of co-drivers with you, did you? You have cars, 6 cars at once drifting? Any accidents? Anybody hit anybody? Lend them to people without. Cool. Good for you, man. That's cool. All right. While you guys are here, I'm going to go check something real quick because I'm kind of curious. Um, Banana Hobbies has had a few new planes out. I want to see what they have. Curious. So I'm going to go there real quick and see what's going on. So they've got the X-Fly C-17. Um, 4 40 millimeter fans. Let's see what the wingspan of that thing is. I like it. I really want to get a C-17, but I want it bigger. Um, I want to like at least 2 meter, and I don't think this one's that big. Let me look at the specs here. Yeah, the wingspan of this is only 1200 millimeter. That's way too small. I don't want a plane that small. For Christ, that's not a big, cargo carrier. Why would you want it 1200 millimeters? I mean, if you're driving a Prius, I get it, but you know, yeah, I'm dying for a big one of those. A 2 meter C17 would be cool as shit, or bigger. But yeah, it's just, that's too small. I want something bigger. All right, what else do they have? I think they've got a 64 millimeter F-35, Fat Amy, Obese Amelia. I'm not sure I want to go with that. They got the J65 version 2. I have 2 of those. Not version 2, but the only difference. And they're still $499, guys. I can't believe that you can buy that jet still for $499. That is amazing. That is such an awesome airplane. I highly recommend that. If you want a jet, this is a great, great flying airplane. Um, and it's such a good price, $499 for a twin 70 millimeter. It's got a big wingspan. Let me see what it says here. Yeah, it's almost 1800 millimeter wingspan. And those are swept wings, guys. So if you actually measured the length of the wing, swept, it's a nice size airplane. It really is, and it flies so good. Love that airplane. So $499, still on sale for $499. What a deal! That's an awesome airplane. What else they got? They had something else that was new. A Spitfire X-Fly again. So X-Fly came out with a Spitfire. Let me see how big that thing is. 269. It's probably 1200 millimeter also. To see that the single engine plane like that, 1200 is okay, but not a 4-engine plane 1200. That's crazy. Yeah, it's 1200. Out of stock. 269. It's a nice looking Spitfire. Yeah, I like the model of it. I like the color scheme's good. Pretty cool. What else they got new? I think there was one more, at least one more. Yeah, they got an F-16 Falcon. It's Jet Ruler. I've never heard of that brand. Must be a new brand. Let's go see what the specs are on this thing, because I have no idea what this one is. Oh God, it's got to be a turbine. It's $4,000. Okay, yeah, we're not interested in that one. I'm not spending that kind of money. Not right now. So yeah, we're gonna have to put that on the back burner for a minute. Let's see what else. And those are all the Matrix are all turbine. It looks like that's it. All right, let me get back to the chat. Oh, these are RC cars. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Okay. I thought this was real drifting. Full size drifting. Well, that's cool. RC cars are cool too. That's no problem. I do that. Um, Yeah, I was just going to ask you that. So you go inside and drift in the nice smooth slick floors. So I bought the from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift Hans car, the the orange Toyota. It was a toy grade, I think. It wasn't our, it wasn't hobby grade, but I forget who made it. Um, Really good looking car. It's beautiful, but it's kind of lame. It's toy grade. So it's got a turbo button on it. You pressed it. It's supposed to give you extra power to drift with, but when you do that, you can't throttle it. It's just like in Afterburner, and you're just so it's not the greatest setup, but the car is really cool, and that's cool. That's all I cared about. It was pretty cheap, and it's just a beautiful car. So I had to have that. I saw that at the store one day, and I said, "Oh God, I got to have that." So that's one of my favorite Fast and Furious movies was the Tokyo Drift one. Um, Mostly because of that one car, but there were a couple other cars that were pretty cool too. Yeah, none of my drift cars have gyros in them. So that's cool. I'm glad you had a big turnout though. It's a pretty good turnout, so that's cool. Was it a free event or was it um, a donation to the church kind of thing? Or oh, is that right? You can change the sensitivity of the gyro while you're driving. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. None of my drift cars have any gyro in them. I have a couple of hobby grade drift cars, but yeah, they're not. This truck over here is one of them. That Toyota truck. You guys can't see it. It's down low over here on this side. Um, Free donations if want. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We used to be able to fly and do things like that in our. There's a well, no, it's not a YMCA. It's just a community center. It has a big basketball court, and we used to be able to fly in there once a week. Um, and then they did some car stuff, drifting stuff, and it keeps changing. One week we're doing, or 1 month we're doing it. The next month there's a new manager, and he don't want us there, and 6 months later there's another new manager, and oh yeah, you guys can come back, and it's it's a riot. We never know from month to month whether we're gonna be able to play there or not. So yeah, especially right now, Phil. The economy the way it is. This hobby stuff is just too damn expensive. Um, that's always been the problem. And you would think the retailers, when I say retailers, I'm talking the Horizon Hobby distributor slash retailers, um, would cut their prices accordingly because they're making tons of money. When they can. knock something off half price, put it in the like Tower puts it in the scratch and dent department at half price because the box is damaged. No bullshit. You just want to move some inventory, and damn well they're not losing any money. So, Raymond, what's up? How you doing, man? So, yeah, they just charge way too much for this stuff. That's why, yeah, I always say I'll wait till they put it on sale because they're gonna, and I'll buy it when they put it on sale for something reasonable, not the glorified price they want to get for it right out of the box. I don't have to have it tomorrow. I'll wait. Oh yeah, yep. It's foam and plastic. They're making money, no doubt. Yeah, yeah. I totally agree, Raymond. That some when they release a perfect example. Okay, the PBY that they released, Hobby King released was over $400, and they put the damn thing on sale for 198. And it's only been out like 6 months. So yeah, I bought it at 198. It's a $450 airplane normally. I think it was. And we can go look at that one too. I'll go do a look at that. But yeah, and damn well they're not losing money when they sold it at 198. So why did you price it at 450? I mean it's just crazy. It's a nice airplane too. I haven't flown it yet, but just pulling it out of the box, it's pretty damn nice. 449. Yeah, that's what it goes for. I'm looking at it right now. 449 normally, and they had it on sale for 198. That's more than half price off, and and I bought it. It's like I was gonna wait till it went on sale, and it went on sale like way early, and I'm like, okay, really didn't want to spend the money right now. I figured I'd have at least a half a year to a year before I'd have to cough that money up. But I'm not gonna I can't let that get by, so I bought it. And I'm almost ready to put that one together. I got to finish clear coating the fuselage. I did the wings, the outboard wings, the center section. I think I've done. I can't remember if I have to do the top. The top. I might have to still do the top of the center section, although I think I did it. So I think the fuselage and the tail cone are the only things left to paint before I put it together. So all right, since my Hobby King, let's see what they've got on sale. So they've got that little pylon racer Durafly Red edition, high performance. Normally 179 on sale for 159. Not too bad. I mean, $20 off on that's not horrible. Now here's another one they only have $20 off on is the I think this thing is 1600 millimeter, the Yak 11. Normally 370 uh 395, and it's on sale for 375. So that's not a huge savings. I didn't pay anywhere near that for that plane. It was way cheaper when I bought it. Then rebirth of the Spitfire. That they wanted the 370. Well, this one's 399. I only paid like 199 for it. The desert version, not the green one. The desert camo one. Um, what else they got on sale? Let's take a look. Yeah, no big sales going on right now. I'm kind of surprised. The especially with the economy the way it is, it's got to be hurting them their sales big time. Nobody's got any money. Gas keeps going up. Oh my God, they brought the fly beam back. Oh, no kidding. God, I haven't seen. I have one of those. Man, that's funny. That plate's ancient. The new version looks a little different. That's on sale, $27 off, 152 for a night flyer. I think it's only it's almost 1100 millimeter, so just shy of 1100 millimeter. I'm not going to tell you everything that's on sale unless it's. I'm going to only tell you the good ones. You know, we're talking about. I keep forgetting I have the paramotor. It's still in the box. I haven't pulled that out of the box. I got to pull that out of the box. I keep forgetting I have that damn thing. I'd like to put that together. All right. Well, they've got the C-130 on sale again. Not a great price, but not bad. It's normally 422, and it's on sale for 359. So it's a 60. They're saying it's $63 off. The last one I bought was 272, I think, for that same plane. So they've definitely had it cheaper. They got the Albatross on sale again, 299. It's normally like 359. It's on sale for 299. That's not bad. I have three of those. Um, I've never paid more than 299 for one. I've gotten it cheaper than 299. Let's see what else they got on sale that would be a pretty good deal. All right, so they've got an MK2 3D plane. Um, Voltgar, something like that. Um, it's on sale for 159. It's normally 225. So that's a pretty good deal. If you want to, basically, it looks like um, the QQ. If you guys are familiar with the Flex plane, the QQ, it's about the size and it has the same look as a QQ. So 159 is pretty good. That's not bad for that plane. Not too bad. Oh, they have the green version on sale also, the Pylon Racer. The red and the green are both 159. I might pull the trigger on the green one at that price. I've been wanting the green one forever. The yellow one's $10 more, so 169. Anything else? I think that's going to do it for anything worth mentioning. I don't see anything else really blowing my skirt up there. Everything else is pretty cheap. the sale price is just, $10, Nothing to write home to mom about. So just a couple of good sales there that, pretty decent. That's about it. Yeah, that's it. Nothing else. All right. Let me get back to the chat. Uh-oh. Somebody's trying to burn a house down. Let me back up here. What the hell happened up here? So when you started your little racing league, Phil, what kind of vehicles were you telling everybody to buy? You must have had something in mind when you did that. Something cheap, I'm assuming. Well, there's much better setups than Spectrum chargers and batteries, Mike. If you want to keep costs down, that's not where to go. I haven't had good luck with smart batteries. I'll be honest with you guys. I've got probably, I think I have maybe six smart batteries, and two of them are garbage. They already, they already failed, not even usable anymore. So that's only a 50% failure. So yeah, I'm not impressed with the smart batteries at all, and they're way too expensive. Oh, that's a great glider, Michael. Yeah, the Crescendo. Yeah, that's a good one. I'd wait for it to go on sale because they put it on sale all the time. But I like that one. I had a lot of fun with it. I had one of those. It flew away. I fell asleep flying it and it flew away. We never found it. But I love that glider. I flew that for a long time. Um, I have the little one. I have the UMX one. And I'll probably buy another one next time I see it go on sale. If I see it the scratch and dent at Hobby King, I'll buy another one. I like that glider. Yeah, I can imagine that one, Raymond. Yeah, an '04 Jeep and a rear control arm. Yeah, that would be fun. How big a figure eight racetrack are we talking about, Michael? Yeah, and what kind of farmer is he? What's he grow? Oh, they have a new one, Crescendo, a 2 meter one. I thought the old one. Well, how big was the old one? I thought it was 2 meter. Let me look at this one. Just released this one, huh? Let me look here. No, it's got landing gear too. Wow. Okay. I don't know that I'd pay $400 for it. No, I'd wait till it goes on sale. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. But if it's got the same characteristics as the smaller one, it's a good flyer. But yeah, I don't think it's $400 good. That's my opinion there. They'll put it on sale. If you don't have to have it tomorrow, just wait. They'll put it on sale. You'll get a good price on it. You know, I can understand the simple part of it, guys, but the price is going to be more appealing to get them in the hobby. You're going to teach them how to charge their batteries. So it's not that complicated. So personally, I think you'd be better off going with cheaper chargers and cheaper batteries to keep the price down and get them more interested. Um, and just show them how to charge their batteries and how to discharge them, how to. Oh, so the other one was 1.5. Okay, yeah, I guess you're right. Now that you say that, yeah. Um, you don't like devices that are smarter than you. I don't like that they're trying to make things smarter than me and forcing me to use it. That's the part I don't like because it's not smarter than me, even though they think it is. Just like OBS, like I said, they're trying to simplify it, and all they're doing is making it unusable for people that, how does somebody new going to be able to set up their YouTube channel when there's no place to put the stream key in? I haven't found it yet. If it's there, they're hiding it real good. Even YouTube won't let you see your stream key. You know, um, Jeff and Laura Bama finally showed me where the button was to press. You can either change your stream key and it'll do it behind the scene, and then you can copy it and you never get to see it, and then you can paste it somewhere. And that's if the only way you're going to get to see it is you paste it somewhere that will paste it unblocked. Otherwise, you never get to even see what your stream key is. So I don't know. They're trying to simplify shit too much, and it just pisses me off. I'm sick of it. I'll be honest with you. I don't need their help. I know how to do this shit. I don't need them to try to dumb it down for me. You know? Yeah, that's another good one. You know why? So you can start a load of clothes from your phone. Now, how are you going to load a load of clothes in your washer remotely? Okay, and they already have timers on them. So if you want to delay the wash for later, you can already do that. So again, why it's like why do people want their printers online? Their 3D printers. Oh, and one guy said, "Well, I like to be able to just start a print from my bed." Well, did you go out and take the old print off before already, or have you not been in the garage in a month? Right? I mean, because if you haven't taken the other print off, you can't start a new one without going out there. So why do I have to start your? Why do I need to be able to start a print from my phone? I don't get it. It does. It just doesn't make any damn sense. How did I come across this grandmother live stream? I don't know. Yeah, you tell me. How did you come across this? What were you searching for when you came when you came across my show? Oh, it was recommended. Oh, sweet. That's nice to know. I'm glad it got recommended. That's cool. Well, while you're here, hit the like button. You don't have to. If you don't want to subscribe, I understand, but at least hit the like button for me. That'd be great. Thank you. You run your grow room from your phone. I think you want to put that on the internet. I can understand some of that. Yes, there are reasons to do that. Like being able to control the heat. If the house gets too hot, too cold, whatever. But your washing machine, you know, I don't understand why I would need to I control my washing machine. I can kind of see the 3D printer, at least having access to it, so that if you check on it and it's failed, and it's just dragging filament all around the printer, you can stop the print at least, so you're not wasting any more filament. So I can understand that, but it just cracked me up. This one guy was bitching because he had to walk all the way out to the garage to start his print instead of doing it from his phone. Like, well, did you have to go out there and take the old print off? Now they've got a conveyor belt system coming, guys. That's coming, where it'll automatically shed the print that it just did. So when that happens, I can definitely see how you would want to be able to start a print remotely. Because if it takes the print that's on a conveyor belt after it's done and knocks it off the bed, and you're ready to start another one, I can get that. That I can understand. But we're not. Well, I guess we're there, but it's not mainstream. I'm not sure that they've even released their conveyor belt for general use. I know there's a couple companies working on it, but I don't know that they've come up with a final product yet. So um, the one thing about a 3D print on a conveyor belt like that is there's almost no length that's going to be um, there'll be a width limit, but there won't be a length limit. You'll have a width and a height limit, but because it prints the way they were doing it is the bed is at an angle down like this. So when it's printing straight across, by the time you get so far, this end's finished, so it doesn't need to go back there, okay? Because it's printing at an angle, and and when it's done, it'll be a square, but printing at an angle allows it to finish here and keep moving this direction. It can go back and forth, but as it gets farther down, that part's done. It doesn't need to go there anymore, and it'll just keep moving. And then you pretty much have no limit on how long the thing could be. So I could see that coming, but I don't think we're there yet. Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, China's spying on us every way they can. So it's cold out here, man. I don't know what the temperature is. Let me look. It's definitely cold out here. Yeah, it's 64 out here already. I mean, that's not cold, cold, guys. I'm not saying that I'm going to quit the show because it's too cold. I'm just making a generalization that you know it was much warmer out here earlier. Temperatures dropped pretty quickly here. So I hope my airplane. I painted my Husky, so we might put that together. Give me a second. I'm going to go check and see if the paint's fully dried or not. Since it cooled off, it might not have dried. I don't know. Let me go look. Well, it looks like it dried. We're good. Maybe we'll put this together tonight. I'll just show you here's the tail feathers. Uh-oh. Why is this paused again? Why is it paused? Um, so here's the tail. Try to wiggle it around so you can see the shine on it. So I clear coated it. Hang on, let me do this. So yeah, you can see the shine on it here. So and then this is the horizontal. So it came out real nice. The problem is I got to find the hardware bag. I'm not sure what I did with it. I've been moving stuff around. I've got just too much going on, and I move stuff around and work on something else. So I keep misplacing stuff. I don't know what this is. What's in here? Oh, I know what that was. That's just the bag. Okay. That's a servo. Another servo. Batteries. AAA batteries. Hey, what is this thing takes AA batteries, I think. I think that's a AA. Might be a AAA. It's in there loosely. I don't think. I think it's double A. Yeah, it's got to be double A. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. All right. All right. Let's see. Gotta keep looking here. Fuzzy dice. These are exhaust for a turbine airplane. And what turbine airplane do I have that these exhaust pipes go to? I'm trying to remember what the hell these go to. Some kind of turboprop. What airplane did I buy that's a turboprop? Hmm. EQ, what's up? How you doing, man? Yeah, Raymond, it's that's very common. Now, the problem I had with mine. So take a look at that and see. Are your magnets fully aligned with each other? Because I had the same problem with mine, but my canopy was also sitting offset a little bit, and as far as it would let it. And I literally had to dig the magnets out of, I think it was the fuselage, and then re-glue them back in where they're supposed to be to get the canopy um, to be aligned correctly and to stay on, because mine would fall off too, inverted. But after I'd fixed it, re-glued the magnets, it didn't fall off anymore. Unless I pulled if I used a negative G upside down, um, it would probably come off. But if you just do a roll or you're doing a gentle inverted, it would stay on. So yeah, I know I've had that problem. You can just add more magnets too. I buy magnets in gross, amounts. So you could just add more magnets. It's pretty easy to put magnets in there. Just carve out a little hole, glue the magnet in. I use wax paper after I get one mounted in the bottom or the top, doesn't matter which one you start with, and let it dry. And then I'll put the other one on the other side and put a piece of wax paper between it and put it down. And the other magnets will hold it down tight and then let it dry. And yeah, just add more magnets and it'll, as long as yours is aligned. No apologies necessary. That's funny though. I'm glad you told me that. You thought we were selling something here. No, we're not selling anything. Just playing with RC airplanes, RC cars, anything RC. Full scale cars, 3D printing. This is a vase upside down that I've got a trophy I won with my car this past weekend. So yeah, just we talk about anything on here. That's just kind of a fun for all. So Yeah, no, there's no latch. It's just magnetic. Um, the I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it didn't have a latch. It just I think it's tongue and groove in the front, if I remember right, and just magnets. It was four magnets though, so it was magneted on pretty good. But like I said, mine was just glued together wrong. The magnets weren't where they were supposed to be, so the magnets were only like half grabbing because it shifted the canopy as far as it could until it hit the ledge, and then so the magnets were only half grabbing. So yeah, I had to re-glue the magnets. Yeah, oh yeah, we balance props too. That's true. I forgot about that. We talk about your favorite radio, although Wrights is not here right now, so we can't talk about that until he gets here. He was here earlier. Uh, Let me look here and see if I think there's bags of hardware here. Here's something. That's for a car. Okay. What else we got? That's hot a battery eliminator circuit. No, I just had the several of those bags. I don't know what I did with them. Let me. Oh God, what did I do with those? I was telling you earlier about toolboxes. I was going to show you the one from Harbor Freight I bought. I bought two 9 drawer toolboxes. They have a wood top, similar to this wood top, and they were on sale. They're normally $3.59. They were on sale for $2.99. So I bought two of them because when I build my work table in here, it's going to be 8 foot by 12 foot, and these are going to be under it. And I'm going to store all of these little tidbits, everything that's RC related are going to be in those drawers. So I'll have 18 drawers. Um, that I can store wheels and batteries, probably not too many batteries, but wheels and servos and hardware, screws, nuts, bolts, everything I need to, you know, probably some tools, hand tools that you would use for RC. And it's going to give me all this storage space. So all this crap that's laying around um, will have drawers to be in. And it's going to clean this whole thing up finally so that I can get, you know, because I have to start. I got to get these airplanes out of here so I can start running the electrical and then drywall this. And so all these airplanes that are sitting in here on boxes on pedestals have to get moved upstairs temporarily so I can get busy finishing this room, and then we'll get on to the next room. So I missed a phone call from my brother. How did that happen? That's weird. Uh, let's see here. Okay, nothing important. Um, I thought I took those. Well, let me go get. I gotta go upstairs. I'll get the fuselage. Bring it down. Yeah, I might have taken those hardware packs upstairs because that's where I was going to build the plane. Let me go up there and take a look, and I'll bring the fuselage down. That's the latest thing I printed. The wings were done, tail feathers were done. These here, and so let me go bring the fuselage down. That's what I just painted when I was out here earlier. Roy's here. Wreck-em Roy. I guess I didn't see him in the chat. There he is. Yeah. How you doing, Roy? Oh, no kidding. Your blue one only had two magnets? Oh no, mine had four. I know for a fact mine had four. I've got two of the blue ones, the old ones, the original ones, and yeah, because I kept pissing me off that my canopy kept falling off, just like you're experiencing. So I had to redo it, and I know there were four magnets in there because I had to move all four of them. I think I moved them in the fuselage because they were off center in the fuselage, and I didn't have room in the canopy. So I dug them out of the fuselage and made the holes bigger, all elongated, to shift them over and put wax paper down and then put the canopy back on it and held it down so they would dry in the right spot. And yeah, that cured it. It stays on now. I haven't, honestly, the other one was given to me. Um, well, actually, I think I bought it, but it was pretty much given to me. um, but I haven't looked at that one to see if I have any canopy problem with that one. I haven't tried to fly it or anything. Um, it's a good flying airplane. I like that airplane a lot. It's amazing how as thin as those wings are, um, when you put the flaps down, because they're real Fowler flaps, they actually roll out of the wing and down. Um, how stable and slow that plane will fly. It really cracks me up. I thought that thing would be, I thought it'd fall out of the sky, but it doesn't. It's a really good airplane. I really like that. It's good looking too, but it's a good airplane. All right, let me go get the fuselage and show you that. From three hardware kits. Now, which planes they go to, I don't know yet. But I did find three of the hardware bags. Okay, so here's this clear coated. So let me. Oh, that's still a little wet. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a little wet on the bottom here. Huh, that's here odd. Okay, well, we're not going to be putting that together because the paint's still wet on the bottom. Huh. But I can show you. I can show you. The top is all dry. But that came out really shiny. Let me. Now look, you can see the shine on that. Look at that. That's yeah, hell, you can see my reflection in the side of the fuselage there. So yeah, very nice. Yeah, it came out really good, except for the I don't know why the bottom didn't dry. Um, yeah, it's really wet down there. And then here's the front. So yeah, pretty nice. Really happy with the way that turned out. I'm not happy that this paint's not dry. I gotta put it someplace where it's not gonna screw it up. All right, let me go put it back upstairs. Okay, these are the wings. They've been dry for weeks, so there's no problem here. Um, Hang on a second. Let me. Okay, what's going on there? Oh, the struts landing. Okay, all right. Yep. Trying to get it to shine. I mean, when I had it flat, you could see the reflection, but I'm trying to get it to. It's hard to make. It's hard to make white shine. Maybe I can get the orange to shine up. Anyway, yeah. So the clear coat came out good. These look really good. Let me put these right here for a minute, and then we'll. Let's see if I've got the hardware I need. All right. So what's in here? Okay, we got twist lock wing bolts. Uh, Maybe. All right, so I think this must be the bag. This must be for the PBY. I'm guessing all this stuff here has got to be PBY. I think this is the Carbon ZT28. I think in this bag. Yeah. Oh, I don't think this. I don't know. This could be the Husky. I think there's only what, four. So two, three, six. I think there's only 8 screws that hold the Husky together. So that could be. What's this? And there's 8 screws in here. So this might be the Husky hardware right there. I think that's all it needs. Unless this could be the Husky hardware. Because those 2 bolts might be long. Yeah, I think this must be the Husky hardware right here. I'll know in a minute. Hang on a minute. Let me pull one of these screws out. No, it's got brass inserts in it, so it's definitely taking a machine screw. But these machine screws are too big for this, so that's not it. So this goes to something else. I don't know what that one. I don't know which plane that goes to. That's definitely the Carbon Z. I know that's Carbon Z. This is for something else. I'm not sure. What's the other plane I'm putting together? The Husky, the Carbon Z, the PBY. Oh, interesting. Well, I'm not sure, guys. I'm confused. I'm not sure. Because this looks like this is the same stuff. So I bet this is a bag of extras, you know, spares or something. I can't imagine the PBY needing this many connectors. But I'm guessing that those twist lock screws here. So anyway, now we got a bag over here. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. Not gonna drop the voice off at the pool. Of course, when I get there, that might change. But at the moment, that's not what I need. Um, well, normally, Roy, I don't do 3 or 4 airplanes at a time building. But I got carried away the other day when all those airplanes came in. And I did all those builds, and that's why this got confused because I've got the SU-27 upstairs, the F-16, the PBY, the Husky, the Carbon ZT-28, and the P-47. the Tornado E-flite P-40. So I have all those airplanes that I unboxed on my show and didn't build because I'm painting them. I'm clear coating them by your suggestion. It's all your fault. And yeah, that's how this happened. Normally, I don't. I do one airplane at a time, but this time I got carried away, and then I bought the G8, and then I started working on the radio of the G8 to fix it, replacing the screen. Got the screen right here, and so I was working on my full size car in here, and my airplanes in here, and then I did some 3D printing, tried to print a sign that didn't work out, but I made this pretty bowl, which came out beautiful. The print quality of this is awesome. But yeah, so there was supposed to be a heart sign. It was supposed to look like this, but it lights. This is going to light up when I do it right. But it was going to look very similar to this. Okay, and oh, it's upside down. Um, See the Pontiac logo? So this has the Pontiac logo in the middle of it, and it says, I think, uh, factory parts. I think it says, or service, or maybe this says service on it because this is the parts one. So anyway, it was really cool. It's red, white, and blue, but it decided not to print. It said it was going to print it, but all it did was it printed the whole thing black. Which I thought at first I let it print because I thought, oh, it's printing the back of the because there's a back that goes on it, and you put LED lights inside here, and then it lights the sign up because this is supposed to be white. It's very thin. It's supposed to be red, white, and blue. The red Indian head, the some blue circles and stripes coming out of the head, and then blue lettering that says service. You know, Pontiac service or something. I forget what it says. And it didn't print. It printed it all black. It didn't do the three color, the four color. So I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why it did this. So anyway, uh, the PBY is mostly cleared, Eric. I have to clear coat the fuselage and the tail feathers. The wings are done. The outboard wings are done. The inboard wings are done, and I think that's on the PBY. Yeah, I still have to do the fuselage and the tail cone. I have to clear those yet. Um, the Husky's now done. The Carbon Z, the only thing I have to clear, and that's the fuselage. But I got to put decals on it first, and I haven't done that yet. Um, the other one is all cleared. I think I put it together. What was the other? Well, I put the SG-27's all cleared, and I put that together. The F-16's cleared and all together. Um, what was the other one I cleared and put together? I'm forgetting one. I don't know which one it was. Oh, the extra 330. That's cleared and done. That's assembled. That one's all together. What else? I think there's one more up there I'm forgetting. I haven't cleared the P-47 yet. Still working on that one. Yeah, it's your fault, Roy. Anyway, you spilled your Pepsi on the workbench. Oh, that's terrible. You don't want to do that. Uh, oh, is that right? The water rudder's a bitch, is it? Yeah, I haven't thought about that. Oh, that come to think of it, I want to. I'm going to go upstairs and look real quick. My hardware kit for the PBY might be still in the box with the fuselage. So if that's the case, I don't know what this. I don't know what this is for. I don't know what. You know what plane that might be for? Possibly is the Avenger, the wood kit I bought. The Avenger. Um, then maybe those go to that. That's interesting. I don't know. All right, let me go look real quick and see if my hardware for the PBY is with the water rudder, because when he mentioned that, yeah, I remember the water rudder. It's in the bag, and I don't have a water rudder. So let me go look for that. Yeah, it wasn't upstairs. I don't know where that is. Yeah, I just got too much shit going on at the same time. I can't finish any one project because something comes up. You know, always something comes up. It makes me do something out of sequence, and then so yeah, I didn't find the water. So the hardware kit for the PBY is missing. I'm sure it's here. It's either in a drawer or on the table there that you can't see, and the camera's above it. Could be on the floor over here. I was rearranging stuff. I cleaned this area over here so I could run the heater when it was cold out here. Um, I think we're past that. I don't think I'm gonna need to run that anymore. Um, yeah, it's not an Avenger. It's an SBD Dauntless. I bought an SBD Dauntless kit, wood kit. It was on sale at um, Tower. So this could be the hardware for that, possibly. So I'll have to look at that, see. I did find something out of the box for that, so there could be the hardware for that. I know this is the Carbon Z hardware because I recognize it. I've got 5 of these planes. 4 of these planes. So I know what this hardware is. This is definitely the Carbon Z hardware here. Um, yeah, I'm going in a second here because I have to go take a piss. Thank you. What, Phil? Remind me what your new job. You got a job. I forgot what it was. What did you get hired to do? Killing brain cells. Are you? I mean, I think you were working on a farm, right? Michael Bear, what's up? How you doing? Yep. There's 2 Iron Man masks up there. Okay. So, um, let me get out of the way. Yeah, let me move over here. Okay, so I 3D printed this one with the gold face, and the face comes off. It's on with magnets, and I can put it on and put the face on it. And then the other one is the fully functional. It automatically opens up just like the real thing, just like the movie one. Got a great deal on that. I almost bought. There was a guy who had a lot of 10 of them, and he was going to sell them to me. I almost bought all 10 of them. Um, but yeah, so this one I printed, and it's too small, but I mean it fits, but it's tight. So I'm gonna. At the time, I only had my K1C printer. Now the K1 Max is way bigger, so I can print that helmet now the size of that one. So that's what I'm going to do. This one fits, but it's tight. That one's big. It's kind of tight too, actually. As a matter of fact, it's got a lot of padding in it. And to get my chin, when you put it on, I can't get my chin through it. I got to kind of like collapse my jaw to get that one on. But yeah, it fully functions. That it all opens up just like the movie one. It's really cool. Um, so never finished this one, but there's really not much more to do to it. I was going to put the lights in the eyes and all that, but I decided since I bought the bigger printer, I'm just going to print a bigger version of it now. So I'm going to redo the file and reprint it bigger. So it's the size of that one. That'll look much cooler. No, I haven't finished the shield. That's right here under the workbench. I put that aside because I wanted the paint to fully dry so that I kept getting a paint reaction. I think it was because I hadn't let the paint dry long enough. It's definitely dried now. So I think I can do a final sand and finish that one. And a lot of this stuff's going to get, as soon as I get the car off the lift and get the lift moved, because what's going on too, guys, I'm changing car insurance. And to get a good rate on my collector cars, which is my Impala SS, the Daytona, the one that's on the lift, the Daytona and the Pontiac, and the one wagon, I have to show them parked in the building. So one under the lift, one on the lift, one under the living area where it's supposed to be, and then one just in the garage where the lift is now. And once I can prove all the cars are in the garage, I can get my super cheap car insurance. So that's the push right now, is to get the garage cleaned up, and get the lift moved over where I need it to be. And then I can put the car on the lift, put it in the air, put a car under the lift, pull the car in where the lift is now, and there's already one under the overhang, and then take pictures of all those in place. And then I get my car, because I got to lower my car insurance. So that's been priority one right now. And I should have never started fucking around with the Daytona. I did not think it was going to be this hard to change an O2 sensor. But once I got it apart, it just turned into a nightmare. So I got to finish that. I'm kind of locked into that. So I got to get that done. I think I'll get that done in the next couple of days. And get that off the lift. And then I could finish moving stuff around, get the lift moved, get all the cars in here, take the pictures, get my insurance. And then after that, I'm wide open to whatever project I want to start working on. Maybe paint the shield and get that done. I'm not, I was just playing around with it. The multicolor printer I have is old school. The new one's coming out now. I don't have any waste. This thing is a ton of waste. It has to print the poop every time you do a color change. And you're going to do multiple color change per layer. And that's, it just wastes so much filament. And there's a new Snapmaker came out with one there's no poop. It's got 4 individual heads, and each color is dedicated to each head, so it doesn't have to poop out when you're using the one extruder for all 4 colors. Every time you make a color change, you have to push the rest of the blue filament out so that it can change to white or red or whatever's next. So you have to poop out all that waste to get the color change, so that when you start printing, you don't have that bleed. It's a nice sharp color change. But to get that, you have to waste a lot of filament. And the new tech now, everybody's coming out with the dedicated head units. So in the next 6 months, so I really wasn't that excited about trying to print that sign, although I figured, what the hell, I'll give it one more go before I'll probably never use that machine again as a multicolor machine. I'll only use it for single color like the other two. And I'm going to be buying a new multi-head unit one when they come out. So I'm waiting for that. And then that's why I haven't been printing any multicolor prints, because they're not. There's just too much waste. I don't want to waste filament like that. So, all right, let me go pee. I'll be right back. Just hang tight. I've been trying to bring this damn clock out here for weeks and keep forgetting it. It's kind of a cool clock. It's a wheel and tire combo. Let's see, which way's 12? Yeah, this way. So yeah, I had it the garage out there where I used to do my show, and I brought it in to bring it out here and hang it on the wall over here, and I keep forgetting to bring it out. So it's got I don't think I have a hanger in here right now. It's got a smudge on it, but anyway, it's a cool clock. I like it. So, all right. So what did I miss? Anything? Are you going to put your train layout in the new garage? Is that what you're going to do with the trains? We call them liberals. Those liberals, they're everywhere. They're all over the world. Yeah. So yeah, you just have to deal with them however we have to deal with them. Um, Anybody watching the 12 Hours of Sebring? Anybody been watching any of that? Getting close to finishing. I think it's going to end at 12:10, I believe. Um, YouTube's been covering the practice and everything and qualifying, but they didn't show the race. I'm really bummed. I thought they were going to televise the race, and they're not. I was really bummed. I sure wish they would have. There'll be a highlight reel I'll be able to watch, after it's over. Um, I watched the Lambo race. I watched the Porsche race. They televised those. They're only 1 hour races, not 12 hours. Um, I'm looking to see if they got anything going on right now. I think somebody already put up the start of the race. Okay, yeah, yeah, they're not. Doesn't look like they're televising that at all. Oh well, I was hoping to watch it, but not. So I know you can put your airplanes in there. If your train's on the floor, I guess you're going to just step over the tracks to get in there to work on planes and stuff. Yeah, I was actually on the new. If we bought the new trailer, which I'm hoping once, I think my uh, drawing a blank what it's called at the moment. Hang on, I'm having a senior moment. uh, my my Social Security uh, benefits. I think they're finally coming to a conclusion on that. They sent me paperwork. They want my last 4 weeks of W-2s. Guys, I haven't worked in 3 years, and I told them that like 6 fucking times on 6 other documents. Okay, that I haven't worked. I don't work. I don't have a job. I don't have an income. And now I've got one more. They want me to supply them with. So Monday I'm gonna call my attorney and say, okay, how do you want me to fill this out? Because I've told them over and over again that I don't have any W-2s because I don't work. So what? How do I fill this out? What do you want me to put on this damn thing? And let her advise me how to fill it out because I'm just over it. I had to fill out a whole document. It was 10 pages of all this crap. Um, all the jobs I've had in the last 5 years. Well, there in 3 years I haven't had a job. So, and it was so I had 2 jobs before that. So I don't know. I just yeah, very carefully. um, yeah. So anyway, disability. That's it. So I filed for disability, and hopefully they're going to retroactive that back to the last time I worked. 3 years ago. Um, so hopefully I'm going to get um, a good disability. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Just have to wait and see. Otherwise, I have to wait till next year to get my full disability, my full Social Security. So I can't file for Social Security until um, about 8 months from now, roughly. You know, maybe 8 to 10 months. I have to make it another 8 or 10 months, and then I can put in my paperwork because you're supposed to put in, I think, 6 months before you actually retire. So I'll retire on my 67th birthday in October next year, and that's my full retirement age. So if I don't get approved for this disability now, I'll have to really be careful. That's what's keeping me from. I'd already if I've already been approved for my disability, I'd have gone and bought that G8 that guy's selling for $9,000 because it looks great. But yeah, I am. I just gotta. I ain't got a lot of money left to live the next 10 months on, so I got to be careful. Yeah, that's about it, Phil. $50. That's about all you're going to get. It's a cup of coffee and 2 eggs. Over easy. Yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm waiting on now. I'm just hoping that this disability goes through. So I start getting a paycheck again, and then I can start, you know, better planning for my future. Uh, because buying everything I need to finish the apartment here, just putting the electrical in alone is going to be at least. I mean, I already bought a lot of the wire and shit, but I got to buy the fuse panel, which went way up in price. It over doubled since last year. Wow. So I got to buy the breaker box and then the conduit to go from the which is going to be PVC conduit, and then which that's not the expensive part. It's the 50 feet, 55 feet. I got to measure it exactly, but of the actual wire, you know, the 150 amp service is, ungodly per foot, and so it's going to be a big nut. That's going to be a lot of money. You sold some silver? Oh yeah, you had some silver? Oh, that was a good investment. Good for you, man. I wish I'd have done that. Bought some gold and silver. I didn't do it. I should have done it. Uh, I would have made out pretty good on that. Have you been 3D printing anything? Wow, you made 4 times the money on your silver. Great job. Good job, Eric. Yeah, that's awesome. I wish I'd done it. Man, I really gold and silver were definitely good investments. And I wish I'd have done it. Yeah, I was going to put my train. I was going to cut, tunnel holes in the wall and have it run the entire trailer, the whole house. I was going to have it running on a shelf through every room, and maybe paint a scenery on the wall behind the train or something. But yeah, I was going to put it at the top of the roof area and cut a hole through the walls and let it run through the whole damn house. I thought that'd be cool as shit. And still might if I get my house, if I end up buying one. It's not looking good now. If I get some of these, start getting an income from my Social Security and so get some of these cars fixed and sold, I might have a good down payment. I still have my 401k. I think I got. I think I have about 80,000 in my 401k. So that's my down payment on the house if I decide to go that route. Yeah, there's a place. There was one around here somewhere. I remember that had a train running around in it. I think that's where I got the idea. And but I think it's gone now. I think it was a restaurant that did it. Um, so yeah, that was something I thought about doing with the new digs. I might do it here. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to have So I'm going to have a bedroom upstairs, I guess. I don't know. Probably 10 feet wide and 20 feet long. And then and that's this half of this 20. Okay. And then the other half, that 10 feet, probably more like 12 and 8 is what I'll probably do. So that 8 foot, it'll probably be 6 by 8. It'll be a walk in closet going over here upstairs in this section. And then this section for 22 feet, I'll probably have a utility room at that end for 4 feet, maybe. The hot water heater will be in there, and I may put a washer and dryer hookup in there. I don't know. Um, so that's still going to leave me like 20 feet, 18 to 20 foot by um, by 8 or 10, depending on how much I make the bedroom. To do, there'll be a big room for whatever I'm going to put in there, which I'm thinking I'm going to put my trains in there. So I'm figuring on doing a layout in there, and build a big mountain and all, the whole deal. So it'll be a place I can permanently put trains up. Now I don't know which trains I'm going to put up there because I have them all. Um, More likely an N scale, and in that room I may put the G scale on a shelf and let it run around the room and have a layout on a table. So I might do that. Do you know the name of that burger? Oh, it's called Chuck Wagon Mount Vernon in Washington. Is that what it's called? Chuck Wagon? I have to look that up. Uh, yeah, I'm looking at Horizon Hobbies sale page right now. They ain't got nothing going on. Well, they discontinued that truck. That sucks. They kept the black one with the silver wheels, but the orange one they discontinued. It's on sale for 139. Out of stock though. They don't have any. But at least it looks like they're going to keep getting the black one back in. Um, they discontinued the orange one. The black one comes with a roll bar with lights on the roll bar. I don't know if they work or not, but the orange one didn't come with the roll bar and the lights. I guess it was less popular. That's why they discontinued it. Yeah, there aren't any really good deals at all here. Nothing to write home to mom about. It's all pretty 15% off. Yeah, whoopee. Not that big a deal. Not too impressed. Hobby King's flashing a new item search here. Oh god, a profile airplane, really? God, I hate profile airplanes. All right, here's one. You know, we're talking about how stuff's overpriced. Okay, here's a perfect example. It's not an airplane or anything, but Hobby King is selling those power units, the power stations. You know, it's a battery backup that'll power, you know, AC stuff for so many hours, a coffee maker or whatever. And so they had one here that's 7,200 watt portable power station, and the normal price is $5,099. It's on sale, $1,500 off. Yeah, it's, yeah. So basically they overpriced it by $1,500, and now it's on sale. Shit. Oh my god. What do you guys think about these battery power station things versus a generator? What would you rather have, a generator or a battery power station? I'll take a generator. Um, yeah, Eric's not a fan either. Yeah, I just, you know, it's definitely limited. I mean, you know, a generator has no limit other than gas, but if you bring a lot of gas, or you can always go get more gas, unfortunately, you can't just go recharge the power station, you know, unless you have a generator, which to charge the power station, which defeats the point of having the power station. So, you know, I mean, they have a sun, you know, they have a solar panel that comes with it to charge it during the day. But what do you do at night? You know, you're relying on its reserves for all the entire night, and then yeah, I just don't see the point of them. I really don't. I don't get it. I'd much rather have the generator. I don't need. I don't want a battery backup to run. You know, I just don't think it's going to do the job. I mean, if you've got lights on and a television and heater or air conditioning, you know, how long is that power station going to run all that shit? Not that long. Probably not in the entire night. Okay, so somewhere in the middle of the night, you're going to run out of heat or air conditioning and lights and everything else, and then you're fucked for the rest of the night till you know the sun comes up. With a generator, you just go put more gas in it. You know. Well, back when we had all those hurricanes, God, it's been at least 10 years. I went and bought a big generator that would run the whole house. And of course, since I bought it, we've never needed it. Go figure. Um, but I start it up every year and make sure it still runs and everything, and check the oil, and probably need to change the oil in it just for fun. But I also have a small one that I take to the flying field, and that's how I charge. I charge my batteries and everything at the flying field, so I don't have to charge them the night before. And manage all that, and then go out to the field, and then peak charge them at the field. Matt, what's up? Good to see you. Um, And so the generator was the best investment because I can just charge as many batteries as I want on the fly as we fly, and it works great. I love it. Um, so yeah, and now that I have the camper that it has air conditioning in it, I can actually it'll run the air conditioner. Um, so yeah, I can go out to the flying field, charge batteries, um, and then like if I get there early in the morning, I could charge up most of the batteries I'm going to use for the day, and then when it gets warm, I can crank out kick on the air conditioner. I can still charge batteries, but at a very low rate while the AC's running because the AC's pretty much tapped out the generator. Um, but yeah, it's nice though that now I can, if it's too hot, we can just go inside and sit in the air conditioning. So um, yeah, so I like my generator. We're very happy with that. Yeah, that's what I've been doing for years, Matt. I've got two like 6500 size battery packs that I would fully charge the night before, and then I would get all my battery packs charged up for the day, and then I would use those two exclusively just to peak charge. They're my power supply to peak charge all the batteries I pre-charge. So just before I fly it, I throw it on the charger and do a peak charge. In 5-10 minutes tops. It brings the battery that it lost overnight, the little bit of voltage it lost overnight, it brings it back up to fully charged. Go fly it, put the next one on. And those two battery packs last all day. I've charged over 14, 16 batteries, peak charged them, and still had enough power to like charge up a 3 cell 2200 to fly something else. I could still charge up 2, 3 of those, no problem. So yeah, that worked out great for years. And but now it's just so convenient just to take the battery, the generator out there and just charge as I go. I usually have 5 or 6 batteries on charge at a time, and just cycle through them. Take one off, put another battery on. The next one comes off, put the next one on. Go fly those two, and just it's a round robin kind of thing. And I can fly all day. Just keep charging batteries, and it works great. You know, So the problem with pre-charge and everything the night before is a lot of times I'd get out to the field and the weather would change and I didn't get to use them all. And now I have to discharge all these batteries, which I have that discharger thing, which works great. But you got to cycle all the batteries you've already charged now, discharge them one at a time through and yeah, the chargers have dischargers on them, but they take forever to discharge a fully charged battery on one of those. It takes forever. That discharger thing does it in 10-15 minutes. So yeah, when you just take that one off, put the next one on, discharge it, and I usually have one on discharge on the way home from the field. And then when I get home, I take that one off and put another one on, and go in, eat dinner, come back out, put another one on, and just keep running through them until I get to the um, get them all discharged. So so how much was that monitor to replace? Yeah, yeah, marine batteries, deep cycle marine batteries are good too for a power source to charge. If you want to, problem with those is they're very expensive. Probably $300 these days. Um, I could buy a generator for $300. As a matter of fact, I think that's exactly what I paid for my generator. So it's just I think dollar for dollar, the generator is the way to go. So how come you don't have it plugged into a surge protector? Those are cheap, a lot cheaper than a monitor. Yeah, yeah, Mike. There's another field I fly at, and they've got power at that field too. So they got a refrigerator and microwave and stuff out there too. Yeah, it's outside. They don't have an inside, but it's an overhang. It's a like a lean-to kind of carport, but they've got table. It's a flight line long uh, cover, and then there's one section that's bigger. And that's where the refrigerated stuff is. But yeah, there's all kinds of picnic tables all the way down, all undercover. They have ceiling fans in there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Modern conveniences there. I don't know how they got the power run out there or who pays the power bill, but um, yeah, yeah, me, yeah, yeah. So did you not have you didn't have it plugged into a surge protector because you thought it had a built-in surge protector, or I'm confused. Why did it blow up from a power surge? So all three of my printers are on battery backup surge protectors, so that these things are too expensive to risk them getting fucked up. Plus, if the power went out, I wouldn't want the print to stop. So it's on a battery backup that will keep them printing. Um, and I only ever have one printing at a time. I never have more than one at a time printing. I just too much load out here. I don't have the amperage out here to run. I don't think I could run two of them at the same time. Um, the heating units to heat the bed and the chamber, just too it would be too much draw. So It didn't protect enough, I guess. I guess. Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that. Like my laptop is plugged into the power supply, the backup surge protector. Anything like that. The TV's plugged into it. Um, like I said, all three printers are plugged into it, but I have never run more than one printer at a time. So and that's about the extent of the load I'm willing to put on it at one time. Because if you overload it and the power goes out, it's going to defeat the purpose. If the battery backup's going to fail 5 minutes after the power goes out because you're running so much shit on it at once, kind of defeats the purpose. So I'm very careful about that. But so right now I've got two different circuits from the house powering the garage. One circuit just does the lighting and all the lights and stuff, and the fireplace over here, and then the other one runs the power to the printers, the laptop, the TV, the dryer. I got a filament dryer. I even have a dehumidifier, and so that there are two dedicated circuits to keep the light. The light circuit also charges all my batteries for my power tools, drills and stuff. So that one's running all the lights upstairs and across over there to the toolbox where the stuff is, and then the other line dedicates right here to the surge protector, and only powers this stuff right here. So yeah, that's one of the things that was going to be a big cost upgrade for when I put the new trailer in. They're going to force me to put a surge protecting unit on the power pole for the new trailer. You have it's in Florida now. You have to have the surge protector built in. Okay, you know, I don't know how that. I mean, it's like they're going to make me have an inspection on my septic tank. Why? I mean, if you inspect it and then it fails, are you guys paying for it? I mean, I'm going to pay you to inspect it because it's mandatory, and then if it fails a month later, did I just buy a warranty? Are you guys going to fix the septic tank? No. So then why do I have to have it inspected? If it's on my nickel to pay for it, why? Just like the surge protector, the only thing that's going to blow up is shit in my house, which you're not going to cover. So if I choose not to have a surge protector, why is it any of your business? I don't get it. The laws are so fucking stupid. I don't get it. Oh, same thing. If we're having a really bad storm, I I'll cut the power to the house completely and either fire up the generator until the storm clears, or we'll just go dark, depending on how bad the storm is and how long I think it's going to linger. Um, really, you don't get lightning much there. Um, we get it. I wouldn't say every storm has lightning in it, but we get enough of it that I got hit by it. So what does that tell you? Yeah, I guess we get enough lightning here. Yeah. So yeah, I've got the box for the Husky. It's here. Yeah, yeah. So I think the Husky hardware might be here. I think the Husky hardware is in this bag here because it just takes little screws to mount the landing gear and the wings. Everything's just little screws. So I think this one bag I have here is full of screws. This one might be the bag for the Husky. because that's all I need of these. I don't need anything else. Because all the control surfaces were already mounted. The servos are already on. Um, the wings here are, the servos are already hooked up. The rods are installed on the flaps and the ailerons. This thing just snaps into the wing here like this. No screws. They just clip in here. Okay. So 2 screws here to hold the wing on, and a screw here to hold this strut to the bottom of the fuselage. That's it. So 3 screws per wing. That's 6. And then I think there's 2 that hold the tail surfaces on. That's 8. And then the landing gear, I'm not positive, but the landing gear screws might be in the landing gear. Sometimes they do that. So it's very possible that this little bag here is the Husky hardware. I don't know. I've got the all the instructions are there. So all I got to do is open the instructions to see what the hardware is. So I'll figure it out. I know I know the hardware's here. It's it just got moved around. Like I said, every time I have to change my plan, that I was going to do this one and then that one, and then okay, well, I got held up on this one, so I'll do that one, and the next thing I know, I've got 4 airplanes out of the box, and then I start painting them, and yeah, so it just got out of hand. I'm not going to do that again. We're going to have to, um, you know, but yeah, I think, like I said, this might be the Husky hard. Well, no, that's not, because those 2 screws were too big. Unless those might be the landing gear screws. I know I didn't think of that. So this could be the Husky bag right here. I didn't pay attention to what holds the landing gear in. So if these 2 big ones are the landing gear screws, then this is probably the Husky bag right here. Um, I think both of these are the same control horns and everything. So these either go to the SBD Dauntless with this, or this all goes to the PBY. Well, here, Eric, you're here. You just put your PBY together. Tell me, did your PBY use 4 screws like this, like to mount the wings or something? And it's a long plastic, machine screw with a handle on it here to tighten it up. So did your PBY use these? Because that'll answer my question right there. I seem to remember this stuff was for the PBY, but it also could be for the Dauntless. So, okay. All right, so this pack here's got to be for the Dauntless, the SBD, because that's the only other airplane I opened up to show you guys. I did an unboxing. So this stuff's got to be for the PBY, or I mean the Dauntless. Not sure what these are for. I think this is a spare screw bag here, or this could be the ones for the. This still could be the Husky, possibly. And I know for certain this is the Carbon Z. So we'll have to figure it out. Oh, it's the easy clip deal on the outer wings, just clip in like the king what is it, the king twin. Yeah, one of those might be a spare screw bag. Yep, I'm thinking that too. Yep, possibly. You're glad for OCD when it comes to that. Yeah. No, I could have used a little OCD on this. Okay, that's good to know. All right, so that just clips on. So the outer wing panels just clip on. Um, so yeah, this could possibly be the screws for the. Well, no, I still don't have the water rudder though, so I don't. I know the water rudder is part of it. So yeah, I got to find the water rudder somewhere. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. You know, it's just a process of elimination and doing a little more cleaning up. And when they'll turn up, depending on what I'm working on, sometimes I just get impatient and I'll just like take everything off the desk and throw it on the floor. Just get it out of the way. I'll figure it out later. So I do that from time to time. Yeah, Eric, I know. I've had to do the same thing on the King Twin. You just got to shave off a tiny little bit so it'll clip in, you know, nicely and lock. Otherwise, they don't lock and they come right back off. So that's not good. We want that to happen in flight for sure. Apparently, a real plane just went down today. The wing came off. It was a water plane. Um, I'm not sure if it was. It might have been an albatross. Not a military scheme on it though. But the wing fell off, crashed. I haven't watched the YouTube show yet, but um, oh, that's not good. Why'd that fall on my damn helicopter? I'm building my third rad jet. What's a rad jet? I'm not familiar with that one. What's a rad jet? Yeah, my problem is my OCD gets overtaken by my CSR. or my CRS. CRS can't remember shit. Yeah, CRS. See, it just kicked in again. Eh, let me open. What is this? Let me see what Michael's sending me. How was that? Okay, I know what you're talking about now. The rad, isn't that the twin tail one? Is that what the rad jet is? The twin tail? 3 of those things? How cheap were they? Is this Bob my car buddy Bob? Is that who this is? You sure do like cars? Okay. What hobbies do you do, Bob? You're not my buddy pal. Your pal sport. That's okay, champ. You guys are getting pretty creative. That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious. So, as my channel recommended, Bob, is that why you're here? Radio control airplanes mostly, but anything RC, um, real cars sometimes, 3D printing sometimes, or the whatever's the hot topic of the day. It was in your suggestions. Good. I'm glad. That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad my feelers are getting out there. That's pretty good. I met your sport friend. That's funny. Yeah, RC planes, trains, and automobiles. That's pretty accurate. Yeah, Eric's got it. Oh, is that what that means in Australia? I think none of us live in Australia then. We derailed this train really fast. You're in Illinois. Okay. Yeah, we've got a lot of members in the Illinois area. Yep. Oh God. Here we go. Now, yeah, they're definitely off the chain at the moment, Bob. It's all they're all just kidding though. It's everybody's just being silly. That's we do a lot of that here. do do you remember the name of it? You got a small foam brushless plane, huh? E-Flight, yeah. Yeah, that's right in our wheelhouse. That's exactly what we're here about. A lot of these guys, including myself, fly E-Flight planes. That's not my main planes, but I got plenty of them. Yeah. A good year so far this year, Mike. Yeah, definitely you've had a few bad ones, that's for sure, man. So yeah, I hope this is starting out good for you. When you use the word mad, you mean crazy, not not pissed off. Well, I think I'm going to call it. We kind of run out of stuff to talk about. So yeah, it's getting colder out here, and your farmer friend said it's going to be a good summer. What's he grow? What's your farmer friend growing? And don't tell me it's the same thing you're growing. Yeah, I agree. We are damn lucky to have great friends. Yeah, I can't agree with that more. Yeah, I've got one on the shelf, and I've got one right here too. Both radio controlled. Yeah, just got this one. It's pretty new. Um, that one's 3 times bigger than this one. So we'll see you later, man. You have a good night. Yeah, for years everybody tried to you know draw make a real version of the cartoon drawing, and nobody could get it right for years and years. Nobody could get it right, and then finally somebody got it. And that's one of the very first ones up there where they got it right. It's very accurate, and ever since then people have been coming out with them. So I bought that one when it came out. I was like, okay, I got to have that. And then this one I just found on Horizon Hobby the other day. Um, I was just I needed to put something else in my cart to get free shipping, and I was scrolling around and I came across this, and I was like, and it's a ready to run. It came with the transmitter and the car, and there's 6 of these little safety cones, and all you have to add is 2 AA batteries to drive the car. And I don't remember what the remote takes. Um, Probably two double A's or maybe two triple A's. I don't know, but yeah. So I think this is $59. I think this one, comes with the transmitter. So yeah, I had to have it. It's like, well, why not? What the hell? Yeah, about the same. I think we're about 61 right now. Yeah, pretty close to the same temperature. I can't believe how much it cooled off, how fast it cooled off, because it was a nice day today. It was probably 80 today. And right up until I started the show, it was, pretty warm. And then all of a sudden, the temperature just plummeted. I mean, quick. So, the, oh, it's bedtime for Bonzo there, Mike? All right, man. Yeah, I'm going to call it anyway. Um, so thanks, guys, for coming. We'll see you guys next week. hopefully I'm going to have some much better news update for you guys. Hopefully the car will be done. I get the damn the lift moved and get some 3D printed stuff painted and maybe get a couple airplanes built. I'm hoping for anyway. So until next week, guys, we'll see you later. Have a great night. Thanks for coming. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next week. All right. Good night, guys.